Welcome back, everybody. All right, let's go ahead and let's make a kitchen sink again, but this time we'll add in the faucet. Let's go ahead and let's scale along the y-axis, and then we'll scale along the x-axis, and of course that's by pushing X, something like that. Like there, tab into edit mode, we'll push face select here if we want to, and we'll simply just select the top face. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing some loop cuts. Okay, so loop cut number one, and I'm actually going to unselect this here. There we go. And I'm just going to make sure that it works. And we'll do one here. And this is going to be doing lots of loop cuts, by the way. We're going to be doing one here. Another loop cut. There we go. And we'll do a loop cut actually on this side here. And another loop cut on this side, like kind of like that. Okay, two more loop cuts. We're going to do one here, and then we're also going to do another right about here. Yeah, I think that actually works out quite well. Okay, so now we're ready to go and model everything in here. Let's go ahead and click the faces here, and I'm going to select both of these two faces, push X, and make sure you delete the faces in there. Click edge select down here, push Alt right mouse button, and then we're going to push E to extrude, and I'm just going to scale this along the Z axis, and we'll put it pretty far down, and we'll push face in there. So now we got this nice little sink here. We'll do the same thing here. We're going to push E to extrude, scale that along the Z axis, and I'm going to push face just like that in there. And that one's a little bit shallow. We need to be roughly at the same here. Okay, let's go to face select mode. I'm going to just push E to extrude, and that's going to be our faucet in there. I'm just going to actually move it up just a bit. All right, and I think that actually looks pretty decent at this point. So what we can do now is we can subdivide this, and you just want to click it once, and that way you get 4 vertices here. And if you really want to, we can go into the edge select mode, and we can just move this kind of back like so. Okay, and we can just do that like this, and let's go ahead, let's click both of these here. We're going to push E to extrude, and we can we'll just E to extrude there, and this will be kind of our faucet. But actually, before we do that, let's subdivide this again. We'll just subdivide it, and that looks like a lot of vertices. But what I'm going to do is I just want to make sure that this is not quite flush. So just kind of move it like that, and our faucet is going to be right there. Okay, hop back into face select mode, select all these here, push E to extrude like this, and push E to extrude again, and E to extrude again. All right, and what we'll do is we'll add in kind of these right here, and we'll push E to extrude, and now we have kind of a faucet in there, and just kind of move around here. Let's hop into loop cuts, and I'm just going to actually select something else here, loop cut, and this loop cut isn't working exactly the way I want it to, but I'll just simply move that up. And the loop cut isn't working the way I would like it to for some reason. Okay, and I'm actually just going to move that up here just so that we can that actually looks pretty cool. And that's, yeah, that actually looks quite nice. Now what we need to do here is let's add another loop cut, just go ahead, loop cut here, add it, probably about there. Hop into face select mode. Simply select all of these. We're going to push E to extrude again, and one more time. Actually, what we'll do is go E to extrude here, and then E to extrude one more time. Let's select all these here. We'll push E to extrude, move that up a bit, E to extrude, and we can scale that out, E to extrude, and scale that out again. So that gives it kind of a handle. Again, E to extrude, scale that in, and so we got this nice little handle there, and it actually looks kind of cool. In fact, I kind of like it. I was going to give it a place for the water to come out, but that actually looks pretty cool. So here we go. We have a nice sink here. Let's tab back into object mode, and you can see that the square aesthetic works quite well. Let's go ahead and add a bevel. And now, if you're making this for games or any interactive environment, this is going to seriously add some vertices to it. So I would skip this step if I were you. Let's simply apply that and see all the rest of the vertices here. But I think that actually looks pretty cool. It has a nice square aesthetic to it, and you can see it is a pretty decent kitchen sink. I'll see you guys in the next tutorial.